Elijah says, are demons the spirits of dead Nephilim? Genesis 6 explains Nephilim are the offspring of women and angels. Demons never materialize. We know angels can. Luke 22:3 is not convincing to me. Elijah, you're obviously neck deep in a pretty involved theological debate or issue. So you say Luke 22:3 is not convincing to you. Let's look at that passage and we'll see how it might relate to what you're talking about here with Nephilim and demons and all that. Then Satan entered into Judas, called Iscariot, who was of the number of the 12. So Satan enters into Judas. Okay, I'm not sure what's not convincing there, Elijah. Obviously, in the debate, this is a proof text someone uses to make a point that you disagree with. Are demons the spirits of dead Nephilim? I am not convinced that they are. Okay, I'm just going to speak as I've not fully vetted all these issues. Here's how I see it. When I look at just the scripture, I don't think that demons are the spirits of dead Nephilim. I think demons are just like Satan's minions, so to speak. They could just be, they could be these fallen angels. We know that the angels fell, so I would maybe lean that way. Okay, there's not a lot of details about them given in scripture. So with the available available beings to try to say what are these demons, I'm gonna look at the fallen angels. That's going to be my inclination. Somebody might bring up Luke 22:3 to suggest, hey, if Satan can enter Judas Iscariot, then we know he's an angel, then angels can enter or possess, and therefore that gives more credence to the idea that demons are angels, since they have that ability too. That's quite possible. So I'm not sure that it answers the question fully, but it certainly leaves the door open for that possibility. Now, just looking at the Bible, I'm thinking that's my conclusion on demons. If you add intertestamental literature, stuff that was written that's not scripture, but gives us a clue as to the historical context of some of the scriptures, right? The background, the historical background of people in the New Testament times. There are those who think, as I understand it, think this about demons. And if my memory here is correct, that they're thinking at least some demons are like the spawn of angels and women, then you could say, well, if that's what some people are thinking in the first century, then when in the New Testament the authors write the word demon, that's what they're thinking too. I'm a little hesitant to do this though, for a few reasons. But one, it hasn't been well established to me that it's that unilateral in the intertestamental period and during the New Testament times, that concept of demons is so widely held that I should assume it's what's meant in the New Testament. I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying it hasn't been demonstrated yet, so I'm not going to absorb that until that time. Another problem is that we're adding tons of really detailed teaching about the nature of the spiritual realm, and we're getting it from extra-biblical sources, and this just seems like a concerning method of getting our theology. So I would hesitate to do that for those reasons, Elijah. I don't think Scripture gives you that demons are the offspring of women and angels. I don't think it gives you that. I think that comes from somewhere else. Whether it's true or not, I'm hesitant, but it's not coming from Scripture. So I would certainly not make it a dogmatic Christian thing. I would be like, here's my conjecture on this.